And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Minnesota Vikings. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one throw left sideline here is complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Complete to
Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
makes the score Dolphins 7, Vikings nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
There, it'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd and 7.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. They took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going. It's as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Jackson on 1st down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Mariota. Incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Eagles get the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Completes it to Hardman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up. 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
2nd and goal at the Vikings 1-yard line.
They'll give it here to Brown. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 21-0.
Vikings nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but he showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for him. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
21-0 our score after 1.
Dolphins 21, Vikings nothing.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Trotting! And they're going to be set up down around the 15. 15-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First down.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And then he's caught. Touchdown, Miami. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year. The Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Now a handoff looking right. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some room to maneuver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
38-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the...
Kyle Van Noy on the tackle. Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. They'll let it go deep for Becker. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Flushed out right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Montez Sweat able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Second down and goal.
On second and goal, Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Complete.
Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control.
The kick is
And he
good.
puts it through.
Makes the score Dolphins 35, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understand.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota under pressure again, and down he goes again.
By Kyle Van Noy.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. To throw Mariota. Open man, it's Allen. And he will have a Vikings first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. What a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get out for him now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at 47. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Stand 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. And the intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, but it's going to be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Now Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Cheetah with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dub for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've been stuck.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mecole Hardman. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6.
Makes the
extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Stand 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Third and 9.
Play fake. Mariota. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. His pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 19.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the run, he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mecole Hardman, 34 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A second down throw here for Mariota. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
They run it with Jacobs. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Mariota. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Counter play with Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Jackson on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
It's a pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw is Mariota. Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Throwing is Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And that would be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Graham Gano on 40.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot now for Mariota. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Miami, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.